What is going on, everybody? I'm back with another video. I apologize for the lighting. I'm still in the same area here because it is early in the morning and I can't make my videos in my normal place. So today we're talking about the Whisper by Kizlyar Supreme knives, and they're all made in Russia. This is my second Kizlyar Supreme knife. My first one was a Bloke Z, which I sold to fund more knives. When I saw this design, however, I had to buy it because I am a huge fan of Japanese-inspired designs. As you can tell, this is very, very Japanese-inspired. It is I believe it's a Jason Breeden design, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way this knife looks. Now, I haven't had a chance to carry this too much yet because I've only had it for about a week. But I can already tell I really, really like the design of it, and I really like the way it carries and the way it feels in the hand, and the slicing ability is very, very good right out of the box. So let's go and take a quick look at this knife. So here it is in the closed position, very streamlined, and the handles are G10, and it's very, it's kind of like lightweight, but the only reason being is, reason why it is lightweight is the fact that they're nested liners. So this G10 is actually kind of milled out to make way for the liners. See if I can bring that up here. Take a look at them. So you can tell the liner lock here is nested into the handles. Rather kind of thin liner lock, but it is very secure. There is no play, so right out of the box it's very, very good. A little bit of a cutout for your thumb to access the liner lock there. I believe these are stainless steel liners and not titanium. Now, before anybody asks, this is actually done by me. This, of course, was just all black. They also have another version which is predominantly red with black G10. I actually put a little bit of nail polish on here to bring out the little diamond patterns in there, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. This is the blade. Really nice Japanese Tanto style blade. What I've done is actually, I've been using this to cut a lot of cardboard and been prepping food with it. And while it cuts really, really well, I decided to make the blade even smoother by taking 800 grit sandpaper and just sanding it down lightly, working my way all the way to 2000 grit. And it is now very, very smooth. So, excuse me. So this actually glides through anything you can cut with it. It's extremely smooth down on this relief edge here. And I've also touched it up with the Spyderco Sharp Maker. But again, right out of the box, amazing cutting ability. But I absolutely love this stone wash blade. I'm not a huge fan normally of stone wash blades, but this one, after I polished it, became kind of like a two-tone blade. So, a little bit smoother here, and you can see the stone washing up here. So let's get a quick shot of the blade here. There's Breeden's logo, Kizlyar Supreme on this side. It is dual thumb studs. There's the Made in Russia. And on the other side, it just simply says Whisper, D2 steel. D2 steel is a very good steel in my opinion. I've worked with it I've used it primarily with my SC5 fixed blade, and it has held up very well, except it does rust a little easier, which hence is why they usually coat it. So I'm looking forward to see whether this rusts on the edge here. So, but time will tell. It is dual thumb studs, very well stepped, very sharp. They didn't actually bother to round it off. So when you do go to deploy and open the knife, your thumb catches really nicely on these edges. Got a little decorative pivot on here. Here's the other side with the pocket clip. Now, pocket clip is not very good. It is very loose. However, the upside is that you can remove and put it or clip it to your pocket rather easily. But the downside is, of course, is that if you actually bump it or pull on it, it will come out rather easily. So you can tell that it's pretty loose. But it is a deep carry, so you're definitely just not going to see any part of the knife at all, just the entire pocket clip with this very nice accented symbol on there. I think it's like a family crest or something. I'm not really too sure. Has two standoffs. Actually, has three standoffs. So it has this one standoff right there, which actually is not being used for anything. And then there's your blade stop. And here are the other two barrel spacers there. This back screw here that holds the pocket clip in is actually screwed into that barrel spacer there. So if you do remove the pocket clip, you may want to put this screw back in. So anyway, so this is more of a quick look at it. So let's talk more about the handles here. The handle is, of course, full G10. When you first get this knife, you look at online pictures, it's completely black, and it has these little raised diamond patterns on here, which is very reminiscent of how a traditional Japanese sidearm or katana is. When it's hand wrapped, it produces these kind of diamond shapes. So what I did to accent is I put a little bit of red nail polish on here. Now, so far it's held up rather well, and it's been in and out of my pockets a lot. So if anybody from Kizlyar Supreme is actually watching this, I would love to see a version of this where it's like a black and red, but with the red being on the diamond patterns instead. It really brings out the knife. And if I zoom out here, I'll show you really quick. This is my Kanetsune, and you can tell when it is wrapped, it produces the little diamond pattern. So this is ray skin underneath it, and you got the traditional wrapping on there, and very, very beautiful. And I just love that overall style and look of it. And if you guys have watched and followed my channel, you know I really, really like Japanese inspired designs. We got the CRKT Otonashi no Ken. What else do we have over here? We got the Stedman Shai, which I have used and abused, as you can tell on the blade here. Beautiful Japanese tanto. Also from Makusta, the katana, again with the nice patterning on the handles here. And one more here, it's a very beautiful Japanese gentleman's carry. This is the Yoroi, the Makusta Yoroi. So a little tiny gentleman's knife there. But I have a lot more, but these are just the ones I could find at the moment, and plus I have limited camera space here. But anyways, again, I just love Japanese inspired knives, and the Whisper is a pure winner in my book. But again, this is too early to tell because I've only carried it for about a week, but I'll be back with the full report. But this more of a kind of a initial impressions video, if you will. All right, so any comments or messages, just please leave them below. Aside from that, take care, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.